welcome back to Anime Casuals. I'm Lucky.
Here I go! This hand of mine is burning red!
And I'm Michael. Realize the only ones who should kill are those who are prepared to be killed.
Johnny.
Your darkness swallowed up my son? Who decided that?
Erupting! Burning!
Now all of you.
Die.
And go.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Anime Casuals. I am Lucky.
And I'm Michael.
I'm a Johnny.
And we make up Anime Casuals. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching the casual discussion. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. I figured we would put a couple of these just free-form discussions in the middle of our usual ones because, let's be honest, Watch Mojo is really starting to recycle shit now. So there's only so many countdowns you can do of all this, top whatever, top that. So I thought we would do a topical discussion on, just the next trends. So one of the things that seems to have happened is there's been a huge isekai trend, just nonstop isekais. For better or for worse, right? We have awesome ones like Ray Zero, Overlord, the whole isekai quartet, really good ones, and we have obviously like copy and paste ones like Isekai Cheat Magician, Wise Man's Grandchild. So there's going to be some good and some bads with that. But I thought we would just talk about what we think, where we think the future is, right? Because there just always seems to be some type of trend. Obviously, during Dragon Ball Z's era, it was shonen, right? So I'd like to see, I'd like to kind of hear and, have a discussion about some of these. So one of the ones that I think is going to be a big part of the future here is so I don't know, I didn't know exactly how to word this, but step on me girls. So girls that you want to step on you. If you guys know like that Nagatoro series, I don't know what the heck it's called.
I was going to say, that's the distinction, though. I mean, is it want to step on you or please stop stepping on me?
Yeah, so it's kind of both. Like you say stop stepping on me because it raises the excitement a little bit, but you actually want them to keep stepping on you. So you say that so that they just keep stepping on you. And it's like, no, don't step on my balls. Oh, if you're into that kind of weird shit. And it seems like it's been happening a little bit more. And ever since like don't tease me. Wait, but no, that's the wrong one. Stop teasing me. Stop. Was it Naga? Darn it, I can't remember what it's called.
Ever since Resident Evil came out, then we want to be stepped on. I get it.
Yeah, man. So I don't know what you guys think about this new craze. Like it hasn't happened too much, but I know there's like a maid series coming out where there's this maid who's like up to no good, and there's this like young master of the house who has to kind of deal with her BS.
Is that, and I'm like, mysterious maid I hired or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like it looks very much like that in some ways. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this, or is there some way that you can mold it into something else?
That's pretty true. With Attack on Titan, there's a lot of women in that just want to step on you. So Lucky, I think you're heading in the right direction. Yeah, definitely.
You're right.
Yeah, Johnny, what are you feeling about this step on me business?
I can't full on agree with you, Lucky, just because I can't quite think of an example right now, but I don't think you're wrong. I feel like there's something there. It's just I'm not thinking of it right now. And that maid anime is honestly a pretty funny anime. I mean, it's actually really it's pretty mild. I'll put it that way. Really the title is very misleading. Anyway,
she's up to no good, but is she?
I don't know. I think the thumbnail is misleading, bro. That thumbnail is very misleading. Then
see, this is my problem. Is like we're talking about like step on me girls, or like girls who are teasing you incessantly, girls who are making fun of you, or just like sticking the knife in and twisting it, right? Like that's what they're so good at. But then we have like girls like My Dress Up Darling, and she's not like that at all. But she's the best girl of the year. So I'm like I see the rise and trends of Step on Me Girl, but I don't think that will ever top Best Girl.
Fair, and I think that's a problem, though. I think that's why I think that's why they're going to go into that direction, because they're not going to be Marin. So why don't we go the opposite direction and try and beat every other fucking. I think there's some girls that can beat Nagatoro in the step meet
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
department. So
Was it
yeah.
the demon lord? Like her name starts with a J.
Oh,
Oh,
Jahi, is
Jahi?
that
Yeah, yeah. Is she like a step on me girl?
not exactly?
No, no.
Yeah,
Okay,
not exactly. Like I said, I don't have much of a basis for this, but once I saw that
not yet.
Nagatoro one, I was like, dude, I feel like this is. And I saw Giga do like a video on it too, and I was like, dude, there might be something. Like I mean, I was hoping not, but or was I? But I was just wondering. I was just thinking about it, like, I wonder if this is gonna be like a big thing in the future. Like everybody just wants this kind of like dominant,
Hmm.
Hmm.
just because it was one of those things. But I think the going on that same one, since these both are kind of correlated, I thought I'd just put this one in. Like making animes just for waifus. So, and this is where the Marin thing comes in.
Mm.
Just to kind of insert a new waifu into the conversation, you make them have all these unique qualities, but you still have them be, uh, certain big characteristic types. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yes. Now, have you heard of the new anime coming out called My Isekai Wife?
Is that real?
No, that's not real at all. I'm sorry.
You You know what the worst part is? I thought it was real. I was like, oh, that sounds like a. There's literally like my isekai this, isekai that. I was like, oh, why don't they make an isekai wife, right? Now I kind of want it. You fucker. Why
Yeah,
do you fucking
yeah.
say that?
I'm sorry, Logan. I'm sorry, Logan. But like, dude, I really feel like that's definitely a thing. Is like, especially with there was like probably 3 or 4 the last season, not just new ones, but like that are literally based around waifus. Um, I mean, obviously, My Dress Up Darling was one of them. It was just like, how can we have best girl waifu in this show and make her like exactly what we want? But on top of that, I mean, like, there's at least one new show every season that's like top in the list for best anime of the season. That also was like, yeah, well, the main character is pretty boring, and so the real main character is the waifu. It's like they're like, hey, look at this boring ass male character, but look at this waifu, best waifu. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that too. I agree. I mean, it seems like there's always at least one anime like every season that's like
Mm-hmm.
you got your one that's like max trash. Then you have your couple. This is one trend that actually I feel like I've noticed, which is the misleading titles trend.
Whoa.
I mean, we went through like I feel like a literal like
Yeah.
isekai trend of isekai cheat magician. My wise man's grandchild. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory kind of, but I know. Then we have like anime like I'm gonna mess it up. My 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 stepmom ex girlfriend. That one.
My stepmom's daughter is my ex
I
girlfriend.
couldn't do it for
Yeah.
some reason. I don't know why. But like I feel like that one had such a huge connotation and what it was gonna lead into, and it's
Mhm.
definitely like no. I mean, I haven't followed it up with it too much. I watched like up to 3 episodes, I think, but I mean, it's still. I mean, I don't know exactly what I expected there. It's just I'm not getting what I thought I was gonna see there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not nearly as funny or like scheming and conniving kind of thing like Kaguya was, which I thought that's what it was going to be. So I feel like that's kind of a trend. I mean, you get these. I mean, even like the trashy ones, like what was the last year one? The World's End Harem.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I think we all had a very different idea of what that was going to be, and it's kind of turned into something a little more interesting.
It kind of blew up expectations, to be honest.
So,
I'll be honest. Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm very curious to see where it goes now. But I mean,
Mhm.
you hear that and you think, oh, it's just got to be titties everywhere, right?
Yeah. Well, to Johnny's point too. I mean, not
That's
just
a little true.
not just like confusing titles, right? What'd you say? Like misleading titles, but also like a lot more titles coming out are more like light novel titles where they're just way too long for no reason. Like all of them are like at least one sentence.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's because anime is starting to dip heavier into the light novel side. And if you don't know light novel, it's basically just a book with words in it, and every once in a while they have a full page picture of a scene. So it's basically a book just animated up. So it seems like there's a trend of more and more light novels being brought into every new season, and maybe that's why there's like a lot more titles out there. Because even like the reincarnated assassin like was not just that. It was like, hey, I'm reincarnated assassin, living my life as an aristocrat. It's like, but you're sort of doing that, but not really. Like, we're sort of getting aristocrat, but we're also getting like literal assassin stuff. So I'm not sure. The Mysterious Maid's another one. It's like she's mysterious, but what's she really up to? And I mean, we got confusing titles like Yurei Deco, and I'm like, I don't know what this is about at all. But I think you're in the right street. You know, you're going down the highway on the right road. My trend was not like that, but with trends in anime, I think we're gonna get more specific targeted anime with occupations. So it feels like the past 5-10 years, they've done like the weird anime was all about sports. Like we had sports this, sports that, but beyond isekais and shonen, it was really rare for an anime to come out that was like about being a YouTuber or like about being a streamer or about your day-to-day job as an office worker. Like that's like the barest minimum that you would get outside of the normal realm. But now we're starting to get a lot more anime that's about specific things. I mean, like, who knew that there would be a golf anime coming out? Who knew there would be an anime about cosplay coming out? You know? And there's been a few more every year that has just been about specific occupations that are actually pretty decent. And I'm hoping that trend continues because, I want to be just watching. And then, I mean, like, Devils of Part Timers literally just about a fast food restaurant. Not specifically about it, but the first season's pretty heavily about, like, literally their life as fast food and, like, what the life of running a fast food restaurant is. So I'm just hoping to see more trends like that. That seems pretty fun.
Yeah, Monster Musume. There's the other ones like Pharmacy in Another World or Isekai.
Yeah, there's like 3 pharmacy anime.
So I mean, yeah, that's true.
I mean, even not just Monster Musume, but the Monster Musume Doctor one as well. It's just like I'm a doctor.
That's actually what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Monster Musume. I meant the Doctor one. I just didn't say Doctor.
Monster Girl Doctor. There you
go.
Monster
Girl Doctor.
It just snake girls.
Fair.
Non-scary spider ladies.
Yeah. At first, she comes off a little scary at first, and then you start to get to know her a little
Tarantula bit. Better than Black Widow, though. I can say that.
Fair.
And if you're listening, please post below about your no.
Spiders,
yeah.
What spider's turn you on?
Gosh.
Tell us. How many legs is too many? 2, 3, 4, 7, 8?
We're not trying to discriminate here, but let us know your stories down below. Yeah, that's kind of true. I especially since I was actually talking to a friend at work about this, but I think that's one of the reasons why I got so into slice of life anime is just because it's so relatable, right? Like they're like you get to see like this side of people which is usually like cast aside, because you think about it, right? You see like a Marvel movie or a superhero movie, like what are the cops doing? They're getting fucking bagged on. They're getting thrown out because nobody cares about them. But like when you actually get to see like the people who are getting destroyed in the everyday aftermath of all this stuff, it's really, really cool to kind of see, which is kind of why I like to see an anime like that, where it's like, oh, hey, why don't that's kind of, no, I don't know if I want to say it. Like kind of a spoiler for like One Punch, but like a king, right? Like what King does in One Punch. I'd like to see a person that's just like that, where it's just like there's so much crazy shit going on in the world, and I'm just walking by and trying to live my life.
Well, like your boy Kong Ming. Like that's literally like, oh, we isekai this amazing strategist from the past. And it's like, yeah, what did he do? He literally won wars, and he was the reason why like history's the way it is today. What's he gonna do? He's gonna be the producer for a pop idol or like an idol girl. It's like, what? And then it's just about like idol life and like what it takes to get your name out there and what you need to like become a bigger idol. You need to throw a rapper in there. You need to throw like a DJ on there. And it's like wild, just wild things that people are like inventing. And that's kind of slice of life too, because there's nothing really serious going on in those episodes.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm also. So when they made that Golf Girl anime, was it Birdie Golf Girl story or whatever it's called, Birdie Wing? I was thinking about this, and apparently it's already happened. But I was like, dude, what if they made a cricket anime? But apparently already happened, which I'm like,
You.
yeah, I'm like, dang man, because once they made a golf anime and actually made it interesting, I was like, oh, they can
Mhm.
make anything interesting, dude. Like, dude, if any of you guys have ever watched golf, it's one of the most boring things I've ever
It's
watched. Like
very boring.
one of my ex's families used to watch that shit, and I just remember looking at it. I was like, oh, so we just watch him shoot and then walk or take a golf cart to the next hole, right? It's like that's it. Playing golf is different. That's fun. That's like playing golf is
Yeah.
fun. Playing video game golf is fun. Uh, golf is just watching golf is just really weird. But in anime form, it really works. So I don't know what other. I'm thinking handball maybe. What if they do a handball? That's dude. I think people at the YMCA, bro, they go hard on that shit, dude. That'd be
That'd be
Yeah.
really
awesome if I got to
interesting.
see that. Yeah, I was just thinking about all the crazy things. Oh, he hit it with his these two things right here instead of right here on his palm. Oh, he did
Yeah.
this. Oh my gosh, you know.
Well, it would even be interesting because I know there's some people on YouTube who do the same thing with like they play like little games with each other like constantly, like who can get from Shibuya Station to blah 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 in this
Yeah.
wagon, and like and then see if you can do the whole thing. And I'm also wondering maybe if they just did like one based on kids game, not Squid Game, but like if they
Yeah.
just like had people like getting way too into kids games and it's all about kids playing those games but being
Mm.
way too anime about it, and then like they have special moves like in Foursquare they're like, oh, this is my rotating flip shot to get you both out, like silly stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. That actually brings me to the next one. Actually, you kind of mentioned it here, idol anime. I'm seeing a little bit of it now. The thing is, idol anime doesn't seem to come out all like at once, except every now and then. But like it seems like I'm seeing a lot more of it now, and I gotta say, man, I really do like it. Like it's really cool seeing it. Like we covered Zombieland Saga on the weekend talk a long time ago, and there's just something about that idea of like watching these people go from like no, because it's typically where it starts, right? Getting from like nobody status to building up from there, and really getting to see all of that stuff. It's such a cool aspect of it. But and especially since Idol is such a big thing in Japan, um, that I'd love to. By the way, there's an idea out there. What's his name? Chris Broad, is that his name? The guy from, what was it, Abroad in Japan, I think is his YouTube channel. He was talking about this idol group, and I thought this would be a great idea for an anime. There's an actual idol group that was created based off of girls who are trying to get out of debt. So they created this idol group so that these girls could try and get out of debt. And by the way, one of the first things they mentioned at the presser tour is how much they're in debt. They have to literally say how much they're in debt, and then they start this idol. By the way, I don't know if they're doing well at all, but I was
I
like,
thought you
I would
said
love to.
depressor tour too.
Yeah,
The
I mean, might as
presser
well
too.
be. It might as well be,
Oh
dude.
wow. Oh god.
It might as well be.
That's
Every time
crazy.
they say that shit, they're just like, "Oh, I'm 200,000 yen in debt," all that
Oh my
shit.
god.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I feel like idol anime are starting to really start to surge through.
Yeah. Look, I didn't say it before when you were talking about slice of life, but I feel like you're right on the money with that one. Mostly because, like, I think Spy X Family is like a good key anime to kind of prove your point, because it's
Oh yeah,
literally
true.
an anime that should be full of action. You've got an assassin, you got a spy, you got a psychic child, and it seems like, oh yeah, this could be like some kind of crazy anime full of action all the time. But it's basically all slice of life.
Misleading title.
Misleading to Spy X Family, yeah. And like Lucky, I was just thinking about that. I was like, that's like everybody's loving that anime right now, but it's basically a slice of life. Kaguya, slice of life. I was gonna say another big trending genre is gonna be romance anime. Like romance
Yes.
has always been there. Like I think every season, but it's finally like the past year. Finally, we've had some romance anime that are just killing it. Like Kaguya, sort of finishing up, but not really finishing up, as like really reigned supreme. But like My Dress Up Darling, this past year is about cosplay, but we're really interested more about the romance of these two. Like there's I can't think of the top of my head, but like there was three other romance anime that came out that I was oddly invested in. I mean, you could think of Birdie Wing as a romance anime, but I don't know. But yeah, I think romance is really starting to come out strong instead of just being like the extra stuff you watch on the side. I mean, sorry for anybody who's watching romance as your main genre, but like I think it's now starting to hit the top 10 every time. I mean, Call in the Night. I mean, that's out right now, and another one that's like, oh, it's got vampires, but it's really just about this boy going, hey, fall in love with me so I can be immortal and then we can love each other. It's like, okay, cool. Let's
That's
watch this.
not love. No.
Call Me Can't Communicate. It's another one that's like sort of like love based, where it's between these two characters, but it's more about the social anxiety of our main character. So it's like I think maybe not as a genre, but definitely as inclusion in all anime is like always having a love plot in there.
Yeah, it's fair. And that I really like the like I said, dude, I really like that slice of life push now, dude, because there's something about it, man, that like I can't exactly. The only thing I can relate to Saitama on is the fact that he loves a good deal, man. I love those deals over at the supermarket. Like, sign me up. But about like punching everything with one punch and just not being being able, like being unchallenged by everything. I don't know if I could get along with that. But I like the idea of Johnny, I think that you might remember. My senpai is annoying. Is that what the anime is called? I think that's what it's called. The one with the
Yeah.
little girl, the small chick, and then the big dude. It was just something cool about seeing that every day. Sorry, typical thing. Um, there's something really cool about that office setting. That's really because, and this is actually another thing that actually a lot of people on this anime subreddit are talking about is they want to see a push more towards the working force instead of just high school anime.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing a little bit of that. And actually, what I take a step, actually, I don't know further, but lower, college anime. I think that's where you get people of age. You get people.
Wow.
Yeah, they're 18. Imagine that, right? You can get some high school drama with some more of the work. You get the best of both worlds, right? You get to have this place where everybody's mandatory has to go into, but you also have work on the outside on different places. And the few college anime I have seen, I was like, oh wow, this is Remake Our Life, Golden Time. They have really good elements in there that don't just revolve around being a stupid high school kid that doesn't know anything about the world. At least these stupid kids should know things about the world, but they
Yeah.
don't. And now we can really bag on them.
I mean, to be fair, that's a lot more relatable, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
the majority of your audience who's watching anime like is not between the ages of 11 to 18. Like like just that's 9 years versus other people who are watching anime like after 20 is going to be like the rest of their life. So, I mean, for the most part, like if they're actually really like anime, so they want to start seeing stories that are more closer to their age. That it's like, hey, you want to see this 15-year-old save the world again? It's like, nope, not really. Oftentimes, like 15-year-olds are pretty stupid. So,
Fair enough.
Man. Yeah, yeah. I just and then this is kind of a joke one, but I was like, dude, what if they finally make an anime where when you see the big person, they actually have big proportions. It's like it's not just like, oh yeah, dude, that guy's huge. He's like 5'8" and 180 pounds. Like, oh my god, that's pretty. I don't know if you've ever been to America, bro, or ever seen me or Johnny. That's not that big.
yeah.
It's
It's not
not.
that big because that was a Tiger Mask. I think does that. Is like he's 5'9", weighing in 185 pounds. Like what? This guy looks huge compared to everybody. That's not that big, dude. What's going on here, man?
That's funny.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some more American sizes. You know what I mean? Like,
It needs to be relatable.
yeah, right.
You're not the only ones watching anime, guys.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to sell like a big and tall for like anime. we, we need inclusion too, okay?
Where's the big and tall section? Come on.
Yeah, I need to
Is
see
it in my
characters like
library?
me. I need to see characters like me, man. Oh man, and then I guess the last one I have on my list is Edo period anime. There were a lot of Edo period anime within the last year. I don't remember a
Mhm.
lot of them. There was like this princess one. Then Zombieland Saga had that cool Edo period by the way, I don't know if I'm getting the period right, but a few Old Japan, where it's like
Yeah,
the older one where we got
Golden
and
Kamui.
yeah, going there you go.
I
Um,
don't think right Edo, but it yeah.
Nathan's not watching this; he doesn't care. So
Older Japan.
yeah, older Japan. Nathan's one of our friends who's a history major. But yeah, older Japan, like that old style, because there was I think it's called the Otome Love Story or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Taisho Otome Love Story was like last year, which is a lot like that. So it seems like there's been a couple of them where they start to they go back that far, and it does look pretty cool because I used to like Rurouni Kenshin for that too, like watching that back in the day and seeing like the old school stuff, and people barely people can't really I think the most advanced piece of weaponry we saw in that was like a Gatling gun, but it was one of those ones where you like roll it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it seemed more believable that swords could deal with it, but I just started to see a little bit more of that. Any other what are we talking about? Trends or anything like that you guys see going on right now, or think that they're going to happen in the future?
I'll
Give that
mention one.
prediction. Ooh.
Actually, funny enough, I had a couple, but then you guys like touched on them a bit, so I was like, oh, okay, just save that. So I feel like there's some trend. I don't know what to call it. I'm just going to call it the little kid trend. And it's this trend of anime where there are these kids who are a little smarter than their age, but they're also still dumb, and then they get paired up with some like single dude who's gonna just help them go through life. Because we have oh god, I don't remember any of the titles. There was the Netflix one, Lucky Nose.
Oh, Lucky Nose! I love that anime.
Ooh,
About the little kid who tissues.
Oh,
We got it off tissues, which is a horrible
dude,
backstory.
why did you freaking kill me with that, you son of a? Oh my
tissues are
goodness.
pain.
Yeah, they are. Kotaro Lives Alone. Is that what it's
That's
called?
it, Kotaro. Yeah, it was
Ah.
something like that.
Yeah.
There's that one. There's the recently
Damn it, Johnny.
the
I need tissues
Yakuza
now.
one with the little red-haired girl. I mean, she's an adorable little thing. Devil is a part-timer is now doing it. I mean, it's kind of
that's
a
fair,
weird.
yeah.
I feel like it's just almost growing. I mean, Spy X Family. I mean, it's like a weird competition, and so
Now that
I
you
actually
mention
had
it,
the
wow.
idea it'd be cool to see like almost a playground anime where all these kids are 5 or whatever, and they act way too much like anime people, and it'd be just hilarious. Because they're gonna be having the most intense thing, and then suddenly the bell rings, and they all go inside. Done. Episode's over. Goodbye. I mean, I don't know. It'd just be fine. It'd be fun.
Johnny, I actually like this trend because we're going away from lolly and we're going to actual children, which is fantastic. Go away from the kinks and get into like actually kids. Don't have fake 300-year-old kids. We don't
Finish
need that.
off the actual-
Like Jesus, like Made in the Business, like a perfect one where it's like, hey, look, it's kids. Maybe with the horrific backstories and the horrific stories and the horrific futures and yeah.
They don't pretend. They don't pretend to be anything that they're not. They know it's horrific.
Exactly. Like it's literally like they're kids going through some tough stuff, but like other people are like, oh, well, it could be. It looks like a kid. How old are they? They're like 700 years old. Why?
I don't know, it's anime. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. And I actually really like that trend. Also because like we're getting rid of looting and we're just focused on like things being adorable. And I'm like, amazing. I think we let me block out Johnny. We can all watch an anime and love it to be very adorable. Etchy.
It's fine. We just got to keep the lanes, non-etchy, all etchy. It's fine. We just got to make sure where they are and uncensor it.
Yeah, and keep them separate.
There we go.
And then we take the lolly and we just, it fell in the trash. Weird. And then we just close it. And then we're just like, it's gone forever. That's crazy.
Hey, Michael, did you see where we put the lollies? No, I don't know. No. No. I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
I'm worried. We should always stay away from this trend where the kinks are getting weirder in anime, and we should stay away from that.
There's an anime that's it's literally like, can you love someone like me? And it's about a bunch of different women who all have different fetishes.
See, this is what I'm worried about. Is like, I think that's hilarious, but also I'm like, okay.
Yeah. There's a little one who's really bossy, and then there's a one with big titties, and she's just kinky. So it was a really funny anime, but yeah. Or like the second season of Makin Key. That one got weird.
Well, and to be honest, I this might be a positive trend. Is like we're starting to get more anime that's like a little bit more ecchi, but I feel like ecchi without like needing to censor anything. Like Vermeil and Gold.
Oh, fair enough.
Is like it's like
That was
it's
fun.
tastefully censored at times, but like censored just like Naruto would be, right? Is like I transform into a girl. It's like, oh, tasteful smoke. But this one's like, hey, I've got a lovely bodacious Satan with me, and she's just gonna squeeze me between her titties all the time. And then it's like, cool, okay, excellent.
Bare minimum.
Bare minute. That's exactly. Where's our
Dude.
bear etchy? Where's our bears?
Dude, Johnny,
No.
the minute I think that I've seen all the ecchi anime, bro, you just come up with these new ones. I'm like, what the hell?
This is why
Each
he's in charge
girl
of For
has
the
a
Fans.
different. Each girls have a different fetish. That is wild,
Yeah.
dude. Wow.
Probably not as extensive as that might sound, but yeah, it was pretty fun.
Man,
Funny as hell.
I don't know. Oh, damn, bro. I see what you did there. Either way, what do you guys think? Because obviously we're reaching a little bit with a lot of these. What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments. If you guys are just listening to this on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts, go ahead and email us at animecasuals with an S, real REAL at gmail.com. Go ahead and let us know there. Also, if you'd like to check out some of our other casual projects, you can check that out at the link tree in the info box down below or the description box down below if you're watching this on YouTube. But as always, guys, don't forget to keep
It.
Casual.